you doing? Did you smile today? Today will be a life update and a possible vent session. I'll be sipping on some wine and I am over 21. Grab a snack and enjoy the video. So before I indulge in my dinner, I need to take these off. I'll be having some crab legs and I do not want any of these breaking, popping off, hurting my nails, none of that. So I saw this TikTok that said take some warm water, some dish soap, and some oil, and it'll make your nails come off in like 5 minutes. So I want to test this out. I already lost one on this hand. I kind of have this rule, if 3 to 5 of them fall off, then the whole set gotta go. So far only 4 of these have fallen off and it's time for a new set, so it's okay. I don't really know the order, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of dish soap first, and I'm gonna add a splash of oil. I do not want to waste my oil. I'm gonna start with my left hand, kind of mix this around a little bit so you get the bubbles, and I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. Okay, that one came off easier. It's been about 5 minutes, almost 10 minutes now. Okay, that one came off. This is okay. TikTok with the hacks. Okay, I only have 2 stubborn ones so far, so I'm gonna start off with this hand. Actually, I'm just gonna put both hands in. I'm so hungry, y'all. I have not eaten today at all because I've been in school all day. Okay, so far I only have one nail that's being really stubborn, but this was so easy. It took about 15 to 20 minutes, not just 5 minutes. And I'm actually surprised that a TikTok hack worked, and I am starving, so let me get some food. Okay, nails are off. Food is ready. Hair is up. Comfy outfit. Sweatpants on. When I tell you I am ecstatic, I'm excited. I got my dinner from the Shaking Crab. I never had this before, so hopefully it's good. I got crab legs, I got some shrimp, and I got some sauces in there. I kind of wish it was more sauce, but it's cool, it's cool. Let me put my gloves on and get started. How are you guys doing? Happy New Year. Cheers to 2021. Did you walk in humble? I walked in humble. Honestly, I was saying that 2021 doesn't start for me until February, because January still has some 2020 stuff in it. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. I hope that each and every one of you are doing well. Last time I looked, we were almost at 300 subscribers, so I'm not sure if we actually hit 300 subscribers yet. But I asked you guys on my Instagram if you had any questions for me, and a lot of you just said, hope you're doing well, hope you're fine, hope you're okay. Thank you for all those sweet messages. I am alive. No, I'm okay. I kind of told myself in 2021, anytime that I get stressed, I'm gonna put into God's hands, and I'm a person who gets stressed out easily. So far I've had maybe 3 or 4 mental breakdowns, so I'm working on it. I don't have any tools, so don't judge how I eat this, okay? Just mind your business. Woo! Woo! I got medium, so it's not that spicy, but it's kind of spicy. But it's a good spicy, you know? Like hot chip spicy. So far, I'll give them a good Yelp review, but kind of expensive, but I'll give them a good Yelp review. I bought some ice cream and some brownie mix. I don't know if I'm gonna make the brownies tonight, but I'm excited. And if you guys hear any like apartment noises, I'm sorry, but try to tune that out. So for a life update, we can't really talk about 2021 until we get through 2020, which is still a lot to unpack on its own. America has a new president, and I'm not saying that he's gonna fix all our problems, but he's been the last ones. I pray that his presidential term goes well. And I only want to focus on the good, so I'm thankful for not getting sick, number 1. I graduated, that's number 2. I got into the Columbia University, that's number 3. And I moved into an apartment by myself in New York City, which is a big step, and it's something that middle school Aaron would just cry over. And I turned 23, which is also hard to believe because it didn't really feel like anything. Those are all the accomplishments that I had during 2020 besides staying sane. Ooh, snap. Some of you also asked my relationship status, which is so strange. I always say that I'm single, I think, but I am single. I'm not talking to anyone really. This has to be talked about. 2020 loneliness is a thing. Quarantine loneliness is a thing. During quarantine, I found myself talking to people that I probably shouldn't be talking to. And me and my friends talked about this as well. It's like you're stuck inside and there's not many people to talk to. So when somebody hits you up, they probably potentially want you as a girlfriend, but it's like, you know, your heart to hearts gnaw, but quarantine loneliness. So y'all start talking just because y'all both lonely, so you're lonely together. That's not necessarily a bad thing though, I guess. And I'm also sorry this video was kind of all over the place because I usually write down like bullet points of what I'm gonna say, but this time I didn't write down anything. I'm just going off the top of my head. Being at Columbia University is fine. moving to New York City by yourself during a pandemic is fine. I kind of want to do like an in-depth video about how I got into Colombia, like my application process. What is it like being here by yourself during the pandemic, and what's like being a first year during the pandemic? Because one of the major differences between undergrad and graduate school is graduate school, you're more focused in the career that you actually want to take, and undergrad is more prerequisites like math and science and stuff like that, and English 1, and like take a language, and then you start to focus onto what you want to do career-wise. So I haven't had much homework, and at least not homework that I don't despise, because I'm actually doing something that I enjoy. Which, for those of you who don't know, I'm getting my master's in fine arts degree with a concentration in fiction. I want to be a young adult author and write novels to help teenagers have an escape from reality. And so far the classes are pretty good. I see the concern in my professors. I've had 1 or 2 or 3 apologize, saying this is probably not the first year experience that you expected. I wish you guys could like connect more. And you can't force friendship, especially not virtually. So that's tough. So hopefully we're in person in the fall. I don't know. So far I've been getting some meaty pieces. Yes. I kind of wish it was more sauce. All the sauce is like stuck to the bottom. It's like they did the sauce first and then put the meat in. But it's good. If you really want to know, shaken crab, I got the jumbo shaker, which is a pound of crab legs and a pound of shrimp, and then I got sausage as my side, like my add-on, and that's like an entire combo. And they're not just in New York City, they're in other places too, like Michigan, where I'm from. You know, at first I did have my doubts about moving, because it's like I'm moving to a city by myself and it's hecka expensive, bro. The prices, yo, price is too much. But then I was like, you know what, if you don't remember from my last life update, I think I applied to 8 schools and Columbia's the only one that took me. So I took that as a sign that I'm supposed to be here, and I am through student housing, but it's like off campus. I have my own studio apartment. I cannot deal with another roommate. I'm sorry, no more roommates for me. I don't care how broke I am, no more roommates. But the fact that I found an apartment so quickly, even though it was through student housing, came as another sign that I should be here. When you first, like, I guess not only for college, but when you enter something new and you're surrounded by others who are a little bit more experienced, you kind of feel slightly inferior, which sucks. But you kind of feel like, what if I'm not good enough? They have more experience than me. But you have to remember that you're there to learn as well. And if it wasn't meant to be, then you wouldn't be there. My experience does not matter. Like, I came straight from my bachelor's to my master's, and there are people in my class who did internships and had experience in the career that I'm looking at, and they saved up more money than me to get their master's degree. But I do, in my heart to hearts, I could not take a break. I couldn't do it. If I did, I probably would have survived, but I knew I had to just stick it out. And you're also not alone. I like how during the introductions, I might have felt inferior to some students, but there are also some other students who are like, I'm a first year too. I came straight out of bachelor's. I'm kind of nervous. And I'm like, oh, me too. It's like, it's nice to be in a program where you relate to people. They relate to my kind of urge and my passion to write and to read in a way that my family and my friends can relate to. Like, they might read a book or two, but it's not something that's fully passionate about, you know? Low key, this crab is better than the shrimp. I should have got more crab legs and less shrimp. But that's how it's been going so far. I've been learning a lot. I wouldn't say I made a friend yet. I've made, I would say, like, associates, colleagues, more so than I could call you my friend because of the pandemic. So I have had one encounter where we all tested and we all met up in a safe place and we just talked for hours. And we talked for hours over Zoom as well. But in terms of like a hardcore friend, not yet. I have been working on a few novels and a few short stories and just been doing a lot more writing than I would have. And so far it's been going pretty well. I learned this during my undergrad year, that I do not take criticism well. And I know that criticism is supposed to help you, but I don't know, something inside me feels like I'm being attacked in a way. So far for my master's, people have been nice but somewhat serious with their criticism, and I appreciate it. I suck at grammar. I'm not good with always noticing when I need commas. Did I finish saying my order? The shrimp, crab legs, sausage. Oh, and it's the shaking, I think, sauce or level in medium. So it's like the house sauce, and I got it in medium. I think it's like medium hot shaken. Okay, back to what I was saying about school. I haven't made any solid friends yet. but I've made potential, like, you know, you want to think about networking stuff, so I made potential like maybe we can work together someday type of people. And I just love hearing everybody else's writing. It's just so beautiful. Everyone is so talented, and it's like nice to be surrounded by talented people when you're also talented. But yeah, the living alone part, I am an introvert, and I did make a video before on things you could do while being an introvert. So the pandemic didn't like phase me in the way that I'm gonna be absolutely bored out of my mind. But every time I question should I have stayed home, it's like everyone else would be on Zooms, like my parents and my sister would be on a Zoom meeting. The Wi-Fi is kind of slow, it'd be kind of loud. And so far, I feel like I'm embracing loneliness, and I'm learning about responsibilities. Bills. I'm learning about, I don't know, I lost my train of thought, but I'm just learning about myself more and more, really. I'm honestly not that bored because I always have something to write or something to read. You know, I watch anime, I watch TV shows, I watch movies. I go for walks in the park. The only thing that I do that might come off as weird is that I constantly have something playing on the TV behind me. Like whether it's a YouTube video or a movie or something, I don't know, I just like having voices. It sounded so weird to say out loud, having voices, but like it's almost like someone's actually here. So having someone talking makes me feel less lonely, if that makes sense. But the city itself, I feel really safe in New York because I don't go anywhere that looks sketchy. You know, I got my black senses. I know when I should not be here, when I should. I've just explored a little bit, and you guys have come with me. The thing is, I want to explore more, but I'm scared to go by myself. And at this point, I want to start facing that fear more. Like there are museums I want to go to. I want to see the Empire State Building. Like my program is 2 years long, so I'm expected to graduate spring 2022. And I haven't really fully made up my mind yet. I still have time to think about it, but I don't really plan on staying in New York past graduation. So I want to experience as much of it as I can. And that goes with sucking it up and just going for an adventure while also following the pandemic guidelines. So that's something I want to work on. Just going somewhere by myself. Something I've never done before is go to a restaurant by myself, or like a coffee shop. I want to be that writer that goes to a coffee shop with her laptop and like honestly looking at people and have them wonder what I'm writing about. That would be so my imagination, but that'd be kind of cool. That's how you make friends. You go outside. Even though outside sucks, you go outside. And another thing I want to work on is my confidence level. Like I feel like I'm pretty confident, but you know, I still need to work on some things, such as growing up, when I meet someone or a group of people, I'm usually the quietest. I don't speak. I like to observe my surroundings, observe their personalities, their behaviors, and then I'll contribute to the conversation if I have to. So I guess you would classify me as shy. So like during the first days of classes, like my voice is always shaky, or I just don't say anything at all. Sometimes, like, you know, your name gets called on, your heart skips 1,000 beats. I've had a professor pull me to the side before and ask, why haven't I said much in class? And I'm like, I'm just shy, but I'm tired of saying that. I want to be more confident and be like, I have something to say. I'm not completely sure if this contributes to the conversation, but what I have to say is important, is valid. That's what I'm trying to work on. And I told my professor that, and he was like, yeah, do that. He's like, I don't know if you noticed, but there's not that many black people in your program. I'm like, yeah, I noticed. If I log into Zoom and I'm the only black person, or just me and like 3 others, I'm gonna notice. Yes, that's true. And that's why I like being so close to Harlem. I just see black people everywhere. Like because I'm close to my university, of course I do see Caucasians and other races, but I see black people more, and that makes me feel more comfortable. So I don't know, in the future I could be living in like Atlanta, back to Detroit. I got options, baby. It depends on where my job takes me, honestly. Right now I do work study. I tutor, and the kids are just so cute. I love their curiosity. I love when they get an answer right. I love it when I'm helpful to them. Tutoring kids, I wanted to be a teacher, I really did, but Detroit public schools kind of ruined that for me. And the pay, and it's like I have to have like a very, very strong passion to do it. I'm not knocking it for my future. I can see myself potentially teaching, but that's not the #1 goal. And a lot of you did ask how I'm doing mentally. I'm okay. I guess the loneliness comes and goes. It comes like waves. Like sometimes I get like really sad. I'm by myself. And then other times I'm like, oh, I love being by myself, I'm cool. And writing a novel is not easy, and taking criticism is not easy. I think I started doing this thing unconsciously. Like, you know how actors do method acting? I think I started doing that with some of my characters, and I think that's been affecting my mood. Like if my character's in a bad mood, somehow I become in a bad mood. And when I said that my January had a bunch of 2020 stuff, it was just a bunch of stuff just coming on me at once. I just had some school issues with registration for classes and finances and stuff like that, but I'm good. Gucci now. Well, it's not fully soft yet, but I'm still Gucci. It's in God's hand. I think that's all I had to say on my actual life. I just cannot wait. It just feels like I was an introvert and I didn't want to go anywhere when my friends did ask me. And now that there's a pandemic, I almost regret all of those no's. Anytime someone said, "Aaron, let's go to a party during undergrad," and I said no because I don't know, being in my room in the dark sounded better. I also want to start traveling. Once I become more comfortable being on my own throughout the city, I'm ready to step it up a notch. Let's go to some countries. If you follow other natural hair YouTubers, you know that Kimberly Sherrill, Naturain, aka Jalen Mitchell, and Only One Jess are planning trips. Oh, and Minnie Marley, who is Rihanna, they're planning trips. Some of those trips have been booked already, but it's basically you, the influencer, and 20 other people get to go to a country and just explore. And I've been debating it back and forth. Like, I was looking at the days, like, where this conflicts with my school schedule. This is like a big investment. Honestly, I don't like spending no more than $20 on a single thing. Like, unless it's food or bills, I question it. Like a t-shirt for $20, a t-shirt for $40, I question it. But yeah, some of their trips aren't fully booked, and I'm thinking about going on one of them. And that's probably me getting over my shyness. I get to be with an influencer who I've watched for years and party. Like, I don't see any downfall of that. And the trip is thoroughly organized. Like, I shouldn't be scared of being kidnapped or something. I got 4 shrimp left, not 5, and a few of the crabs, like, that are thick. So I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna open these. Like, pieces like this that are pretty thick, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna open. But speaking of YouTube, I want to talk about you know, upcoming for the channel, things like that. Like how I talked about my writing. I kind of have a YouTube schedule down. I like to post every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. I don't know, I'm not saying I'm running out of ideas, but I have ideas. I just want to double check that you guys are interested. If so, if you have any ideas on videos that you want to see, please comment them down below. But that's like roughly my schedule. I need to get better at making my thumbnails, that too, because YouTube auto generates thumbnails from your video. Like, it just takes a screenshot and makes that your thumbnail, and usually they be ugly. So when you see my thumbnails are ugly, like with no words and nothing, usually I ain't do that. I think my past 3 videos in the try on haul with Boohoo still does not have thumbnails. All of my videos, or at least majority of them, are filmed roughly 2 weeks in advance, which is pretty good. So my friends think I do my hair every single day. I don't do that. Oh, my camera's about to die. Please don't die it. So I'm losing my train of thought because my camera about to die. I'm scared. Please don't just shut off on me. That's the thing, this camera, the Canon G7X Mark III, is supposed to be a vlogging camera, and it's supposed to like last a long time, but it dies too quickly for me. Oh, that's what I was saying. So how I film 2 weeks in advance and have a pretty decent YouTube schedule. I want that to reflect on my writing, and I want to have a writing schedule where I write for like maybe an hour a day. So for YouTube, they're going to be more protective styles, maybe some more sit down videos. I haven't really decided yet if you guys like those. I think you guys like my vlogs, so I haven't given an apartment tour yet because I want more things on the wall. I want decorations. Like, my walls are pretty white and bare, so the next vlog might be shopping for my apartment. And I might do like a room transformation video where I put some art on the walls and I get a comforter set. I'm not saying I never had a comforter set before, but I've had only blankets for a long time. Like, I want some more pillows. I'm not sure if I want those, you know, TikTok strip lights, but I do want some type of lighting in my room. So I was thinking about having curtain lights like right behind me. I think that'd be cute. So those are the videos I've been thinking about. All right, so my camera died. I'm not really sure where I left off on. I think I left off talking about plans for my YouTube channel. So I finished eating. I put, you know, took the trash out, did some dishes, washed my face, and now I'm gonna have some ice cream. This is the Eddie's Slow Churn French Silk Chocolate Mocha Mousse Light Ice Cream with chocolate chips swirled with vanilla mousse light ice cream. This is really good. I'm only gonna get like 3 smallish medium-sized scoops. This is how the ice cream looks with the swirls and the chocolate chips. Let me go put this away. So I want to do more protective styles, more vlogs. I want to finish decorating my apartment so I could do an apartment tour, because I do not want to do an apartment tour right when I'm about to move out in May. That just doesn't sound right to me. For anyone who is new, Kinks and Drinks, I do hair stuff and drinks when I mix it up. So I don't only do natural hair videos. And I kind of got to get back on my natural hair routine, because I've started doing my hair every 2 weeks instead of weekly like I usually do, which is bad. It's not bad, but just not what I'm used to and not what my actual hair is used to. Do you guys do this thing where like you stir your ice cream around till it's like nice and smooth? I saw the weirdest video on TikTok. This girl was like, I might be different and quirky, but I stir my ice cream around. I'm like, I do that too. And then she like, I sometimes put in the microwave if it takes too long. I'm like, okay, ice cream's not supposed to be in the microwave, but all right. And then she added water too, and I'm like, okay, now you're doing too much. But I just swirled around just a little bit. I swear, this is my self-care. A good meal and some dessert. I'm gonna make some brownies probably later on this week. And for my overall review of the shaking crab, the food was good. I would rate it a 9 out of 10. I like the flavor of everything. I like the crab more than I liked the shrimp. I kind of wish I got more sauce. The women who greeted me at the door were nice. So if you'd like to try shaking crab in Upper West Side, New York, give it a try. They have other locations. It was kind of expensive, but it's New York expensive, especially because of seafood. It would be cheaper in like Michigan and other states like that. But while my camera was dead, I was thinking about some video ideas, and despite what I'm eating, I do want to do more of my workout. Like, I don't think nothing's wrong with my body per se, but I like to have a healthy routine and I want to go on like a health journey. And I feel like if I take videos and I document it, it'll probably like motivate me more to see results and like as an obligation type of thing. Like I said earlier, this was my first meal of the day, which is really bad, and it's like midnight right now. So my eating habits are trash. I low-key feel like I need a trainer or like to follow a special program where somebody can like yell at me / motivate me. I think that's what I need in my life, low-key. And I also had an idea, because it's Black History Month. What if I tried the Black-owned business like restaurants around the Manhattan area where I'm at? I wonder if you guys would be interested in it for like maybe like a day. I was thinking about a week, but that's a lot of money, so probably a day. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to update you guys on. It's like I'm stressed, but it's pretty minor things, so I always say I'm fine. I have been thinking about therapy because it is important, and overall it would be a benefit to get therapy. My school does offer like counseling services, and I was thinking about BetterHelp, but I could feel myself rambling right now because I think that's all that I wanted to update you guys on. This current hairstyle is from that braid out. I just needed my hair out of my face, which I'll probably wash tomorrow, and I already have the video idea of what I'm gonna do to my hair next. My hair's been doing pretty well. I want to do more frequent length checks and just write them down for myself, because sometimes I wonder if it's actually growing. I don't know. Every natural hair journey is different, and my hair sometimes has its you should put me in a particular style phase, and I think that right now my hair is telling me I need to trim and I need to be put away for a month, so that might be coming up soon. But thank you guys so much for supporting me, for listening to me ramble. If you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I have no idea how long this video is, but I feel like it's pretty long, so I hope that you had a snack, a little meal, or something to do while I was just talking. But it's the end of this video. I'm probably gonna do the life update in another like 6 months or so. See if anything changes, but hopefully we look towards a brighter future. I don't really have many 2021 plans. Some people are making like 21 plans for 2021. Some people already have their vision board, you know, made and stuff like that, and others are just going with the flow. And right now I have goals, but I'm also going with the flow because I don't want to keep my hopes up too high, honestly. But hopefully your 2021 is good, my 2021 is good. I'm excited to see what this year has to come. A little scared, but I'm excited. So in this video, give it a thumbs up, a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.